Hey guys, today we are going to talk about budget and budgeting, something most of us probably don't like to talk about a whole lot, yet one thing that can make an absolutely huge difference in your life and your family moving forward. Stick around. Welcome to the Aaron Powers Show. Today's all about budgeting. This is something that I have really fought for a long time, to be perfectly honest with you. You know, getting into business, owning a real estate business, and doing these different things, it's something that absolutely has to be done. My wife and I just had a baby recently. We're thinking about different life changes, different things we can and can't do, and you know what it always comes back to? Having a budget. Knowing what you can do, what you can't do, when you can do it, what that looks like, what are the things that are important to you that you want to achieve with your spouse, with your significant other, with your family. This is something you must do. If you want to move forward, if you want to get better and know where you're at now, this is something we have to do, and we can do it together. I'm here letting you know I'm doing the same thing. Thinking about possibly, well, what could we do? Could we refinance our home and buy another one? Should we create an investment property opportunity? Do we want to buy a bigger home for our family? Are we going to grow it larger? Maybe have more kids, right? Like, what comes in the future for us? So as I'm going through this personally, I thought, what a better thing to share with all of you, to think about, do you have a budget? Do you know what it is? Do you know what you spend monthly on food? Do you know what you're spending on rent? Do you know what you're spending on insurance? How much is your car costing you? Now, collectively, how can you take all of those things and actually create a profit to really be able to save money? How many of you have said, oh, well, yeah, I could do that in this long. I just need to save this much money. Do you have a plan to save that money, or is it just a thought of, I think I'll save money? Chances are, if you don't create a plan around it, it's not going to happen. So let's dig down together and make sure that we're budgeting our money, especially right now. I know I've talked about this in the past, kind of on a different level, about making sure you're looking at what your expenses are and what you're spending money on and all of those things, which is great. However, once you know that, do you know what profit you have at the end of it to actually put towards savings or other investments? Or maybe there's a really awesome trip that you want to take everybody to when things open back up and you feel comfortable traveling. Maybe there's a really nice experience you'd like to provide, or a place that you'd like to go locally that may cost a specific amount of money. Let's think about these things and make sure that we're planning ahead. If you're thinking about buying a home, what's the first thing you're going to have to do if you need a loan? You're going to have to speak to a mortgage lender. What are they going to ask you? What are your incomes? What are your debts? What do you spend monthly? And more importantly, what are you comfortable spending on a monthly payment? Do you know the answer? What's comfortable for you, right? What you may be able to afford and what's actually comfortable for you to spend are two completely different things. You know, do you want to be maxed out and stressed about making a payment, or do you know exactly, you know what, if I could pay this between this much, it would work perfect for my life. I could still have money I'm saving for my kids to go to college. I could still have money to take that one family vacation we want to take every year. Are you paying attention to those things? Speaking from me, I'm telling you this because I was not. Big mindset shift for me. One thing I want to mention as well, if you are not already doing this, we just started. Take your spouse or significant other on a financial date. This may sound silly. I guarantee you, if you do this, nothing but good things will come of it. Go out once a month, go somewhere, stay home, go in the backyard, whatever it takes, and look at what you're doing financially. Maybe you have your accounts separate, that's fine. Let's look at each one of them. Maybe they're all together, great. Let's look at them as a whole. Where are we spending our money? And let's go to 3 different items here. Number 1, what do we absolutely need to live and run our lives? What are the non-negotiables? Number 2, what are we spending money on that may be a luxury, maybe we don't absolutely need? Those are the things we really want to zone in on. Can we cut some of those? Number 3, what are we spending money on that we absolutely do not need? What are we wasting on? What are we spending way too much money on? Let's cut those out now. This is a great system. You can highlight them 3 different colors if you want. We printed out our statements. For us, it's personal account, credit card, business account, credit card, right? Maybe those are yours, maybe yours are different. Maybe you have investments, stocks, options, different things that you have investments on. Really look at them all as a whole to move forward. Do this monthly. It will absolutely change your world in the way that you each look at it, because they may have a different understanding in you and you of them. And to get into relationship together with what your goals are moving forward is going to be a huge thing for your success as a family and an entity moving forward, so that when the time comes where an amazing thing falls into your lap and an opportunity to invest, you have the ability to do it. Again, look at these things, pay attention, give it the time and effort that it deserves. Don't wait as long as I did. Make sure that you're looking at these things and really honing in on what you want. Let's develop a plan. How can we get there? If you need anything from us, we're always here to help, to advise you, finances, real estate, or otherwise. Love to hear from you. Please reach out. Subscribe to our channel if you like the content. We're here to deliver it every single week to you. Give us a thumbs up or a comment. If you have anything to add, we'd absolutely love to hear it. I'm Aaron Powers with Powers Real Estate in Keller, Williams, Southern Nevada. And who do you know that's looking for this information and really needs to get on a budget to better their lives and their family? Thank you so much for being here. See you next time.